Chapter 3. Words and Collective Destiny. In the Grail message, Abdrushan makes clear that words are never isolated fragments. They live, work, and weave into currents that interconnect human beings. When many individuals release words of similar nature, these streams unite, becoming powerful collective currents that shape not only individual fate but also the destiny of entire peoples, nations, and epochs. Humanity, therefore, is not merely subject to fate, it actively generates its collective destiny through the words it speaks. This principle has been confirmed time and again in human history. The French Revolution, for example, was not born from weapons but from words. Pamphlets, speeches, and rallying cries spread across Paris, igniting currents of discontent and aspiration that toppled monarchies and reshaped Europe. Words created an atmosphere in which entire nations aligned to one destiny. In the 20th century, words proved equally decisive. Hitler's oratory, laden with hate, wove a collective current so strong that millions followed it blindly into destruction. By contrast, Winston Churchill's speeches, forged in conviction, steeled a weary nation to endure under bombardment. The words of one man amplified by mass media carried nations toward either ruin or resilience. Abdrushan's warning resounds here. Careless, false, or evil words are never without consequence. They return with unerring precision, not only to individuals but also to entire peoples who allowed themselves to be swept into their currents. The modern world, with its digital networks, magnifies this truth exponentially. Social media platforms have transformed words into global weapons and tools of influence. In the Arab Spring 2010-2012, words spread through Twitter and Facebook mobilized millions, toppling regimes long thought unshakable. Hope and yearning for freedom found expression in simple phrases and hashtags that carried enough power to rearrange the political map of the Middle East. Yet the same power also reveals its darker side. The spread of misinformation about COVID-19, often through careless or malicious words online, contributed to vaccine hesitancy and preventable deaths worldwide. A 2021 study in Nature Human Behavior confirmed that false information spreads faster than verified truth on social platforms, generating powerful collective currents of fear and resistance that altered the course of the pandemic. Here the destructive power of false words took tangible form, weaving fate not only for individuals but for societies struggling under the weight of confusion. Another striking example is the rise of movements like #MeToo. A simple phrase became a collective current of truth-telling, exposing hidden abuses across industries and nations. Words spoken by survivors emboldened others to step forward, shifting the cultural landscape around power and accountability. The return of these words continues to reshape workplaces, laws, and relationships. These examples illustrate a profound reality. Collective destiny is not random. It is woven from the tapestry of words humanity speaks and accepts. Every public discourse, every broadcast, every trending hashtag strengthens or weakens certain currents. Where lies and hatred dominate, collective suffering follows. Where truth, justice, and compassion are spoken with conviction, healing and renewal arise. Abdrushan shows that humanity stands at the threshold of great decisions. In this age of instant communication, the responsibility of the human word is greater than ever. A false statement can circle the globe in seconds, creating chaos in markets, triggering violence, or destabilizing governments. Conversely, a word of truth and clarity can calm, inspire, and open new paths. The collective fate of humanity hinges on whether its words align with truth or with darkness. Therefore, the task before seekers, leaders, influencers, and ordinary people alike is urgent: to awaken to the creative power of words, to use them consciously, and to resist being swept blindly into destructive currents. Each word spoken today joins the weaving of tomorrow's destiny, for individuals, for nations, and for humanity as a whole. The future will not be shaped by weapons alone, but by words. And in the immutable law of spiritual sowing and reaping, every collective word must return to its origin. Humanity will reap exactly what it has sown in speech.